Good morning, students. Hello, everyone. Welcome to English grammar class. Today, we are going to talk about participle. For some of us, this topic might not be so interesting and exciting because this topic is quite understandable, logical, and more or less easy. So, here you need to see the logic, grasp it, remember it, and then you won't have any problems. So let us look at some common mistakes that we make. You may hear saying, I am interesting. This looks very funny. Why? Do you know? When you say I am interesting, you mean that you are the person who makes other people feel interested. They like you because there is something in you that makes others feel interested. So, this is the meaning of the sentence I am interesting. So, the right expression will be I am interested. I am interested in winter sports and so on. It means that you have the interest and something else makes you feel interested, excited about it. So, you will learn more about the topic when we discuss in detail. Now, what is participle? Let us understand it. Participle is that form of the verb which partakes of the nature both of an verb and of an adjective. Or simply you can say a participle is a word which is partly a verb and partly an adjective. Therefore, a participle is a verbal adjective. So let us look at some of the examples to clarify and to understand the topic. Hearing the noise, the boy woke up. The word hearing is participle here, which qualifies the noun boy as an adjective does. It is formed from the verb hear and it governs the object noise. Hearing what? The noise. Therefore, noise is an object. The word hearing therefore partakes of the nature of both of a verb and of an adjective and is called participle. It is also called verbal adjective. Let us see another example. Loudly knocking at the gate, he demanded admission. Here, knocking is present participle, which is modified by the adverb loudly in this sentence. Now we move on to The types of participles. The first type of participle is present participle. Present participle is active in meaning. Second, past participle, it has passive meaning, or past participle is passive in meaning. And the third type of participle is perfect participle. Perfect participle represents an action completed at some past time. Okay. So, present participle represents an action going on or incomplete or imperfect, while past participle represents a complete action or state of things spoken of. You will know more about it when we discuss in detail. We move on to the next point, that is formulation of participles. How we formulate participles. The present participle usually ends with ing, or simply you can say just we add ing with the first form of the verb, like jumping, dancing, singing, etc. For example, we played a losing game. So losing here is past present participle. Now move on to the formulation of past participle. Ends with ed, d, t, an or an. The example is here. A burnt child fears the fire. Burnt is past participle in this sentence, qualifies the noun child. The third, perfect participle. We have here the structure having plus third form of the verb, and for the passive form, passive voice, having been plus third form of the verb. For example, having completed his work, he went to play. Next example. So, having completed is perfect participle, just you mind it. Next example is having been encouraged by the captain, the soldiers continued fighting. So here having been encouraged is perfect participle. the use of participles. Now let us discuss about the next topic, that is the use of participles. There are few reminders you must learn it or remember it before we go further the use of participles. First is continuous tenses in active voice are formed from the present participle with the verb be. Let us see the examples. I am loving. Loving is in present participle and the tense is present continuous. I was loving. Again, loving is in present participle and the tense is past continuous. I shall be loving. Loving again here is present participle and the tense is future continuous. The second reminder is the perfect tenses in active voice are formed from past participle with the tenses of the verb have. For example, I have loved. Here the tense is present perfect tense and the verb is past participle. I had loved. The tense is past perfect tense and the verb is in past participle form. I shall have loved. Tense is in future perfect and the verb again is in past participle. The third reminder, the passive voice is formed from the past participle with the tenses of the verb be. So, I am loved. Loved is in past participle. I was loved. Again, verb loved is past participle. The tense will be simple past. I shall be loved. Tense is simple future tense and the verb loved is in past participle. So the uses of participles. We have seen that participles qualify noun or pronoun. Therefore, let us see their usage. First, participles can be used attributively. For example, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Here, rolling is present participle used attributively and qualifies the noun stone. Next example, a lost opportunity never returns. In this sentence, the word lost is past participle used as attributively and qualifies the noun opportunity. Another example, his tattered coat needs mending. Here, tattered is past participle used as attributively and qualifies the noun coat. The second use of participle is predicatively. Participles can be used as the part of a predicate or predicatively in a sentence. Let us see the examples. The man seems worried. Here, worried is past participle used as the part of predicate or predicatively and modifies the subject. He kept me waiting. Waiting is present participle used as the part of predicate or predicatively and modifies the object me in the sentence. And finally, the third use of participle is absolutely with a noun or pronoun going before. For example, the sea being smooth, we went for sail. Being is present participle used absolutely, which is the part of the absolute phrase that stands independently from rest of the sentence. Another example, many having arrived, we were freed from anxiety. So, having arrived here is perfect participle used absolutely, which is the part of absolute phrase and stands independently from rest of the sentence. All right then, that is the end of the lesson on the topic participle. I hope things are very clear to you and you enjoyed watching this video. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Remain focused in your studies and keep learning.